Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Tuesday the 30th of November 2021. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to use the Trip and Wait Tarot for today's reading. Let's see what these cards have to say about this day and what energy you'll be working with. So I'm just going to shuffle them a couple of times and see what is coming up. Okay, so the first card is the Four of Swords. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles. And finally, the Justice card. Okay. So let's see what this means. The Four of Swords is a card that talks about meditation and prayer and contemplation and taking a moment before you act and before you come to a decision or before you rush off and do something. It's really checking in with yourself and saying, is this something that I want to do? The Suit of Swords has to do with the element of air, which is ideas and perspective, communication, decisions. So it's relationships and signing contracts and the way you look at a certain situation. Is that right? Should I take a moment to kind of reflect a little bit before I jump to some sort of a conclusion? So the card here is first saying, take a moment and try and look at a situation or circumstance from every different angle before you make a really clear, definite decision, because you may have missed something that is significant and important. So usually with the Four of Swords, we've got someone who's lying in a church and there's a stained glass window and an angel comes down and provides guidance, and it's kind of like communing with your higher self for answers and understanding. And here we've got someone who's lying in a bed, listening to music and enjoying the psychedelic kind of art. So it's much more about taking time off and doing something that makes you feel comfortable and at ease, and taking your time with it and not letting yourself be rushed and pushed into anything. So I really, the message is almost a warning in the sense that do it on your own time. Do it when you're ready, not when other people think you ought to be doing it. The Queen of Pentacles next. We've got this beautiful queen with a sparkly little peace symbol here, the pentacle, and these little bunnies in the front. So the Queen of Pentacles usually is someone who makes the world more beautiful because everything she touches just kind of blossoms and grows. So she's in charge of the element of earth. She knows how to create things and present things and to adjust circumstances and situations and relationships and belongings and appearance. She's able to adapt all of those earthly practical things, and she's able to build on them and to improve on them. So here she's just, let's say, sitting in some regular old garden with like some trees and a bit of grass. She appears and it's almost like this magic kind of washes out of her, and the little mushrooms pop up and the bunnies appear. It's that sense of bringing life to a situation and making it charming or having some sort of emotional weight or depth to it. Yeah, again, it's the only example that's coming to mind. It's like the difference between going sightseeing and going to some sort of concrete jungle where there's really nothing there and the whole experience feels cold and empty and just ugh, versus going to some beautiful place where there's an atmosphere and there's a sense of life and nature is abundant and there are beautiful buildings. You know, it's the difference between taking care in a situation and taking pride in what things look like and what they feel like and creating a good atmosphere versus not having any interest in that and just being surrounded by anything. And the Queen of Pentacles gives you this ability to extend yourself as such and to add your positive vibes or your beautiful personality to any situation and to transform it and to make it enchanting for you and other people. So these waves that are kind of streaming off her, it's that good-naturedness, it's this sense of peace and love that you can exude, and that's going to have a huge influence on your environment. So these two cards are now saying that if you let yourself be rushed and you do something that you don't find interesting or beautiful, then you're wasting this opportunity and you're going to be in a supporting role. You're going to if you take instruction or if you accept something that you fundamentally find unacceptable, then that situation is going to continue. But instead, if you approach your day in the sense of, okay, what am I getting out of this? And do I feel comfortable with it? Am I being rushed, or am I doing this in my own time? If you take that approach, which is much more thoughtful and much more rounded, I suppose, then you're able to look and join situations which you want to be involved in, and then you can use this power of the Queen of Pentacles to add your personality and charm to it and to make it better. And finally, the Justice card is the 11th card in the Major Arcana, so 11 in itself is being of service. So you can only be of service if you stand up for yourself and if you include yourself in the process. If you're kind of checked out and you're saying, yeah, well, I'll help, but you're not even in it, then you're missing an opportunity here. So be an opportunity to be of service, particularly to your environment and your life as a whole. And the Justice card is about balance, and it's about cause and effect. It's about actions have consequences. So it can be the start of a situation which is ongoing. Like if someone says, oh, you know, we have this board, like, I don't know, a teachers association, and we want you to be a part of it because you're so well known in the community and you have such history and roots with this area, and we want someone like that on the board. And you're like, I really don't like board meetings. I don't like the whole admin stuff. And they're like, well, you know, we need someone, and please, and stuff. And then you commit to it, and it's like a 6-week thing or even longer. Then that's exactly what the cards are talking about. The consequence of that is exactly what you sign up for. So the feeling you have to begin with, that's going to be pervasive in this circumstance. So if you don't like the governor's meetings or whatever to start, and you're begrudgingly doing it, then it's going to be a bit of a drag. So it's not saying only do things that you want, but do things that at least you have some sort of engagement with, or you feel like you can make a difference, or you have some sort of control. Yeah. And also in the Justice card, we have a sword, so more air and ideas. And the final thing about that is if you're so kind of inspired creatively, and you're able to actually watch the little pictures and to listen to the music, and we've got the Justice card and the Pentacles card, then you have a way today of not only making things more beautiful, but to create something completely new that stems from your imagination, your ideas, and you're able to communicate that in a physical way so that other people can benefit from it. So that's also being of service. So if you have a green thumb, doing the garden is going to mean that everyone who comes and visits is going to feel more comfortable in a garden that's full of flowers and bees than they are, you know, again, on some sort of concrete backyard nothing. Or art, or music, or writing, or your appearance, or design, or, yeah, the way your life looks. And if you want to change up your schedule, you're really in a very, very loving, good place to do that for yourself. So proceed with caution, I would say, and don't get derailed, and don't accept things that fundamentally don't work for you. Okay. 11, number-wise, we've got 11, and the court card is 1, so that's 12. And 4 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7, and 7 in numerology is the mind and creativity, and that's echoing this central sentiment here, which is your mind is full of ideas and inspiration and certainty, and you're able to express that creatively. And you're able to get creative about your actual circumstances, and you're able to adapt those in a practical sense. Yeah, I just want to count this again. 4 and 1 is 5, and 11, yep, okay. So I hope you have a wonderful day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to audio reading with me. In my personal readings, I use the tarot, astrology, and numerology. So if you have any questions at all, please do get in touch, whether it's life purpose or career or relationships or health or anything at all. Then please do get in touch via the website. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Please hit subscribe and share the video online. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.